What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this one, we have a very exciting video for you talking about the Topoak 270-degree awning. If you guys like adventures and you don't like paying a lot of money for your gear, this is going to be an exciting one for you guys to tune into. Before we dive in, I'd like to disclose my relationship with Topoak. I reached out to them. They sent this awning to me free of charge. They did not get to view this video prior to publishing, nor do they have any talking points for me to throw in. These thoughts are all my own. First off, let's talk about why this awning might be the perfect addition to your camping gear setup. It provides ample shade with the 270-degree coverage, making it perfect for creating a large shaded area around your vehicle. It's built with durable 420D ripstop Oxford material. It has a sun protection factor of 50 plus, meaning that it blocks 98.33% of the sun's rays. It's also waterproof up to 5,000 millimeters. With installation, it's easier than you might think, but you will want to have two people, one person to hold up the awning into place, the other to be on top of the car, wrenching on it, tightening things down. Make sure it's high enough to clear both doors opening on the driver's side. It comes with all the necessary hardware to mount it up. Simply just raise it up, get it into place, tighten things down with some Allen wrenches. You don't need power tools, but having a drill with an Allen bit would make things go easier and quicker. Topoak did send me brackets to mount to their Galaxy series rooftop tents. I don't have a rooftop tent anymore, but it did happen to work perfectly with my Prinsu rack. As you can see, the setup is quick, it doesn't take too long. Now let's see how it works fully deployed. Deploying the awning is pretty straightforward. You just start by unzipping the waterproof bag. Once it's open, the awning easily swings out thanks to its hinge design. Next, you'll just want to walk the awning around the perimeter of the vehicle to deploy it. Depending on your vehicle, your rear hatch might get in the way, so you might just have to lower it. Next, you're going to use the included tension straps to hook onto something on the vehicle and then just pull on the rope, tightening it down. This gives the awning enough support to freestand on its own in stable weather conditions. If you guys need extra support, if it's very windy, you can undo the Velcro here, drop down the support leg, extend it out to your desired height, and then repeat for all the other sides. It also comes with guy lines and stakes for you to pound into the ground if it's extra windy or stormy. Another great feature are these LED light strips that are attached to each of the support arms. You just plug it in. It draws only 4 watts of power, so you're able to run these for a long time, probably even overnight, depending on the battery setup that you guys have, without draining too much power. What I did is I zip tied the cables, because it comes with extra length for flexibility on where you have your battery unit sitting, whether it be on the ground, in the truck, somewhere close by. Having zip ties to these straps on the awning make it easier to tuck away when I'm unplugging things. The single light strip on this arm, I just unplug here and tuck it into the zip tie area there. That keeps it out of the way. You don't want to leave these plugged in when you pack up. Otherwise, you could just break off the plugs. For the remaining 3 power plugs, what I do is I just take them and wrap everything up and stick the cables inside this zipper pouch right here. And then I tuck them away on this side of the pouch, just like that. When you're ready to leave camp, all you do is remove any guy lines or stakes that you may or may not have put down, redeploy all of the support arms, I call them like tent poles, even though this technically isn't a tent. And then you're gonna come around to the rear and do everything in reverse. You'll uncinch the tensioner strap here, unclip it. I'm just gonna get these wrapped up and put away. So I'll put the first one inside this pouch. Do the same thing on this side. Tuck those guys in, zip it up, then just grab this strap, lock everything in. Once you get to this final support arm, you're gonna wanna make sure that the tarp comes up and above. Otherwise it'll get hung up on itself. Then you'll grab the other strap and lock this side in. Just like that. Make sure the bag is kind of generally up out of the way. And then you will start wrapping everything up with these Velcro straps. You have to reach up and hunt for it, but you'll find that little D buckle. It's on the side closest to the driver's side, and then this middle, you're gonna really wanna make sure you fold and tuck up the awning, all of that excess as much as you can. Otherwise, it's gonna droop down and probably rub on the doors when you open and close them. So we're gonna get that tucked up nice and high. Make sure your strap-on's tight. And then this last side doesn't matter as much how high you get it up, so good is good enough. Lastly, just grab your zippers and Go to town. To have my zippers meet in the middle, providing clearance for the door, but as opposed to zipping to one side or the other, if they're in the middle, you know where they are instead of walking to one side and seeing that the zippers aren't there. And that's as easy as it gets. Now let's talk about value for the money. The Topoak 270-degree awning is one of the cheapest options out there, but it doesn't compromise on quality. When compared to other high-end awnings, the Topoak 270 offers similar features at a fraction of the cost, making it an excellent choice for budget-conscious adventurers. So, is the Topoak 270 awning the best option for you? If you're looking for a reliable, easy-to-install and set up budget-friendly option, then the answer is absolutely yes.
So now let's talk about the Topoak awning specifically. We're going to kind of dive into reasons why you might want to get an awning, reasons why it's practical. I touched a little bit on this topic in a video here, talking about the best, most practical upgrades for an overlanding vehicle while sticking to a budget. But we're going to kind of reiterate and expand upon some of those ideas here. The most obvious and kind of first reason why you would want to get an awning, more specifically a 270-degree awning, is for use when you're out on trails, out camping, doing this thing, living out of your vehicle for extended periods of time, or whether you're just hitting the trails for some weekends and find a nice little camping spot on public land. Heck, even if you're going to an established campsite, there's still benefits to the reach from a 270 awning. You get shade when it's sunny and hot. You get coverage if there's rain, when it's wet, nasty outside. And additionally, you even get some protection from snowfall. Actually shovel out a little area and then have the awning kind of serve as cover for you and your base camp. Me living in Minnesota, that's a really realistic way for me to use it. And I'm excited I'm not excited for winter to come around, but when it does, I'm excited to have this 270 awning to try out in the snow. Along the perimeter of the entire awning is a bunch of Topoak Velcro. Having an awning certainly does extend in capabilities. The kinds of activities you're able to do with the awning. You can throw air matches down, a cot down, especially with there being Velcro, it would make it easier and quicker for you to set it all up, as opposed to having to line up a bunch of zippers. And hopefully in the near future, Topoak releases a awning rail. Outside of the camping world, outside of overlanding, there are a lot of practical daily applications for a 270 awning. My father-in-law is a contractor, and so when he saw what I was up to, when he helped me install it, and saw how easy it was to just pop it out, and how effective it was at blocking the sun and stopping rain, he wants one. So maybe in the future, we'll be putting one on his 4Runner. Being able to work outside, whether you're measuring things, cutting things, doing hard manual labor stuff in the sun is kind of a bar. And with the awning, honestly, the temperature difference with the sun beating down on you is like, it feels like it's 10 degrees or more. It's pretty significant. And with the rain, especially too, those are days that maybe he's planning on working, but then because of weather, he's going to have to take off. With the awning, you're able to still, measure, cut, work outside, regardless if you're doing contracting stuff or just want to do something outside. It gives you a lot of protection from the rain too. And then with the family, with friends, whether you're tailgating or you want to bring the truck to a beach, pop out the awning. It's so quick and easy as opposed to worrying about setting up 4 tent poles and then beating something into the sand and then making sure that the guy lines are all the way down. This thing freestands. So for me, the biggest selling points are primarily the cost. It's very affordable. Secondarily, the build quality. You're not buying a piece of crap. And this thing, very impressively built. Third is the convenience. When I had a non-270 awning, it took a long time to deploy it. It actually wasn't waterproof at all. I have the Vevor awning. Most of Vevor's tools have been great for me. Their awning was kind of a piece of crap. The waterproof bag wasn't actually waterproof either. So when it rained really heavy, the awning got soaking wet inside of the bag. So you'd have to air it out to prevent mold. Of course, when you had the awning deployed, it didn't even really stop rain at all either. It would pool up and then just start seeping through all of the seams. Whereas these seams, the double taped, everything is really solidly weather sealed. So yes, if you've been burnt by cheap awnings in the past, like I have, don't let that shy you away from being willing to try something else. Those are my genuine thoughts, and I'm super excited about this product. Really grateful to Topoak for sending it over to me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found any of this information helpful, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't be afraid to start a conversation down there. I really love reading the comments that you guys are throwing down there. If you're interested in seeing more gear reviews, more cool stuff with trucks and firearms, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully in the near future, Topoak will be sending out their Galaxy 2.0 newest tent. So I'm very excited to potentially get my hands on one of those because, as you can tell, I'm rooftop tentless again, and that's a sad state to be in.
We will see you guys in the next one.